All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Ford Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. This is Murray. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
It may sound trite to a lot of people, but when you have a team that actually does believe in you, it really helps your overall play. DeMarco Murray found exactly that in Tennessee with the Titans.
Because he didn't really have, you're alluding to him not having that in Philadelphia?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, look, he started as the guy there. By the end of the season, he was no longer that guy. The offense didn't seem to fit for him, but it fit perfectly in Tennessee as he led a big-time attack, third in the league in rushing.
Yeah, finishing just shy of 1,300 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball, because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Mariota on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, he bowls over it. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
And that's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They come out here in the I. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Play clock winding down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 4th down. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep, Mark Mariani. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They go with Murray again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Murray the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Mariota now on 2nd down. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. James Harrison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mariota now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. James Harrison. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Roethlisberger going up top. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the time. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Third and long here for Mariota. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The play clock's running down. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you probably...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Jason McCourty. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They'll try and run for it with Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. James Harrison in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2nd down following the run.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Forget bright lights, big city, partner. It's bright lights, big stage, NFL playoffs. That's Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown likes all of that. 6 catches, 108 yards against the Chiefs. And by the way, excuse me, tied an NFL record held by Larry Fitzgerald with his 4th straight postseason 100-yard performance. Pretty good.
See? What did I say again? Bright lights, big stage, playoffs, Antonio Brown. It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential. But I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 40. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seven yards to go on second down. Again, it's Murray. And he is going to... And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we reach halftime. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter. Let's get to it. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wesley Woodyard not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Bell. They find some open field here. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Derek Morgan in on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around.
They're pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, 75 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 70 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring positions. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the counter, here's Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Now Bell, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll run here. It's Murray. Oh, spinning away. And off to the races. DeMarco Murray. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brill. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. On third down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well,
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out come the Titans now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
20th carry coming up now for Murray. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll come out in the pistol. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give the Titans a first down.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage. And
on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent...
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now a give. This is Murray. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches. And he loses the football a second time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions?